Ben here from Crossbar Games, and welcome back to episode number 9 of the Lads FC Custom Career Mode. So in today's episode, we'll be closing out the end of the first season with KIKI Twitch in charge as manager. So there will only be one played game in today's episode, but there will be 2 simulated ones. So as you can see on screen, we do have a game on Saturday the 25th of April at home against AZ Alkmaar. This is the game that we will be playing, considering that they are below us in 5th spot. And if they do beat us, will jump us into 4th. But we'll have a look into the calendar and have a look at the other games that will be simulated in today's episode. So we've got the first game, as mentioned, the home game against AZ Alkmaar at the end of April. Moving into May with the final 2 games. And it will come on the Sunday, the 3rd of May, away against RKC Walwick. And the final game of the season will be on the 10th of May at home against Ajax. So guys, KIKI is going to get the squad all sorted and ready to go for the game against AZ Alkmaar. We will return with you shortly. Okay guys, so here we are. We move now into the final played game of this season. And we are at home against AZ Alkmaar on April the 25th. So without further ado, KIKI has picked the lineups. So let's get in to this game. Okay guys, so here we are for the second last home game and the last played game of the season as we play host at Lend Network Stadium to AZ Alkmaar. Alrighty guys, so on screen right now are the lineups for both sides of Lads FC and AZ Alkmaar, starting with KIKI's Lads. It will be the first team of WirelessVLOGS in goal. The back 4 of Mumongu, Dale Wood, Complete Rook, and Crossbar Games. Holding up the defensive midfield will be Sparring DK with 2 central midfielders in Dan from Garfield V2 and Timmy Woods. 3 up front. Leading the line will be Tedesco on the left, TommaHawk79 on the right, and Crossbar Capers as the centre forward. Moving across now into the AZ Alkmaar lineup, and it's relatively similar to ours, with Bizot in goal, a back 4 of Winjal, Coopermans, Chobainski, and Owajin. 1 holding midfielder in Kalasi, 2 centre midfielders in Damas and Michto, and 3 up front in Correa, Koomson, and Jonsson. And it will be the boys of Lads FC in the white away kit to kick things off for this game. Like I've said in previous episodes and in previous games, our form towards the back end of this season is one of absolute class, and KIKI should be proud of herself as manager to see how we've gone through for this second part of the season. Mongu winning that ball back. TommaHawk79 looks to dance around his man, and he does with a simple ball roll as he looks to play things forward. Can he win possession? He does. He's going to cut it back to Timmy Woods. But Sagawara is in the way, and I don't understand how he's playing, because in the lineups, he was listed on the bench as injured. Jonsson, Sparring DK falls to Gilbert. There's the strike from Michto, but it is straight at Terrence of WirelessVLOGS. Forward into Tedesco, into Josh Crossbar Capers. Teddy continuing his run, takes the touch, brings it wide, gets the strike in on the narrow angle, manages to put it into the back of the net. And as we can see on the replay, it's a patient build-up goal by the lads of Lads FC. So Crossbar Capers flicking it through to an on-running Tedesco, dragging it all the way wide, has a crack from the edge of the 6-yard box and manages to put past Bizot on the opposite side of the net. And the goal does come to little Johnny Tedesco in the 38th minute. And that is 10 for him now, double figures in the Eredivisie this season. And AZ Alkmaar will kick things off. It's taken a little time for both sides to work their way into this game. 38 minutes, nearly the entire first half. We've got players everywhere. They play their one-touch football. It's Jonsson who works his way through, but Dan from Garfield V2 makes his way all the way back. So we look to play forward, and that's a dangerous ball by Terrence of WirelessVLOGS as they look to cut it back. Terrence will... Whoa! Classy comes in with a firing strike, and it's over the bar. He's into Sparring DK, looking into Josh Crossbar Capers, finding Timmy Woods. Back to Josh Crossbar Capers. They've turned the defense inside out. He's going to have to turn his man before he gets the strike off, and he does! Oh, and the defense of AZ Alkmaar falling apart. They're already halfway into the sheds, and that's a great goal by our striker. And as we jump back now to the replay, it is Josh Crossbar Capers working in space with Timmy Woods. Fake shots to get around his defender and get a bit of space in. In the end, we managed to get our player out of the way. Bizot blindsided, and the goal does come to Josh of Crossbar Capers in the 45th minute. That is 15 now for him in the Eredivisie. And AZ Alkmaar didn't think they'd be kicking off late into this first half. They're already halfway back into the sheds, and with the final kick of the game, the referee does call time on this first half. So it took us a little bit of time, half an hour or so, to work our way into this game. Very slow for both sides, very tetchy, but we come away with the stronger performance in the last 15 minutes. As we go in for the Gatorade at the halftime break. In the team talk, it's Lads FC 2, AZ Alkmaar 0. Okay guys, so on screen right now are the match facts as we're in the sheds for the halftime team talk from KIKI. So if you guys want to look at these in a little bit more depth, pause the video. For all those that are still here, let's just kick straight on with the second half. And AZ Alkmaar will kick things off for the final 45 minutes of play games for this first season. And I think it's safe to say that we have massively overachieved in this season. I think the board wanted survive relegation or something to do with that, but we finished in the top half in the end, and it's great results by us again in the back end of the season. Crossbar Capers now looking to go wide. He's found corner flag Games. Out wide, he's going to fake shot and try and get a cross in. We do find it. It's Josh of Crossbar Capers flying in with the header. That's an easy one for Bezot to collect. On now to Tedesco, looking for some help. Going central, Timmy Woods, Route 1 football now. Sparring DK and Crossbar Capers start to link up. That one's through to Josh again at Crossbar Capers. What is the keeper doing? He stood there. It was coming straight at him, bobbled at the last minute, and he's completely hashed it. Here it is on the replay. We'll get a bit of view of what Bezot was thinking as Sparring DK and Josh link up. Josh takes the first time strike, and he's managed to grab it first time and put it up where the spiders live, completely sending Bezot the wrong way. That goal has come to Josh of Crossbar Capers 60 minutes in, and that's 16 for him in the Eredivisie this season. It will be AZ Alkmaar to kick off once again, starting to fall apart, not playing like a team that should be in the top half of the table. And it will roll out once more. No, it will not. Mumongu will pick up the possession. It was almost certain that was going out. Josh of Crossbar Capers looks to do some tricky, fancy footwork to get past his defender, and he's done it. He's gotten rid of two. He's hit the sidebar and taken the deflection and put it wide. We will look to get the ball away very quickly. Timmy Woods on now to Sparring DK. Can we launch a counter-attack? DK over the top for Crossbar Capers to get onto, and he does manage to get there in the end. Sliding in the box, Coopermans takes him out. How is that not a penalty? As we move now into the final minutes of this game, we're in injury time. Tedesco into Sparring DK. He does find Josh from Crossbar Capers, and unselfishly, there's the ball for Garfield v2, and he strikes it, and it is wide. And that will do us, ladies and gentlemen, as the referee calls time on this final played game of the first season. We do end up taking down AZ Alkmaar and keeping ourselves for now in the top part of the table. And at the end of 90 minutes, it does finish up Lads FC 3, AZ Alkmaar 0. Okay, ladies and gents, so on screen right now are the match facts after our 90 minutes against AZ Alkmaar. If you guys want to have a look at these in a bit more depth, then pause the video for all those that are still here. We'll move now into today's man of the match. Moving to today's man of the match, and it does come up front to our striker, to the 9.6 rated Josh of Crossbar Capers. Okay guys, so moving into today's second game, we are away on May the 3rd against RKC Woolwich. So this will be a simulated game, and KIKI is elected to run the backup brigade, lads, for this fixture. So we'll simulate straight on through this, and it is a 1-1 draw. Okay guys, so we'll now move into today's final game, which will be simulated, and it is also the final game of the season. This is Sunday, May the 10th. We're at home against Ajax. It will be a simulated game. KIKI has elected to go with the first team in this fixture as well. So let's see how we get on. We get smacked 3-0. Based on our position at the end of the regular season as well for the Eredivisie, we do walk away with just shy of under 5 million. Okay guys, so we'll now have a look at the first team and see how they've gone on from the start of this season towards the end part of the season. So we'll start with WirelessVLOGS. He has gone up 13 ratings to a 73 rated. Moving now to the left back, which is myself. I've gone up 9 ratings to a 69. We'll jump now across to our centre backs. So the first one is Complete Rook. He's gone up by 8 ratings to a 68. To our second centre back, that is Dale Wood, who's gone up by 7 after that major injury. He finishes up with a 67. Mumongu Gaming is the right back in this case. He's gone up 9 to a 69. Moving now to the Aussie legend himself. It is Sparring DK in the centre defensive midfield position. He's gone up by 8 to a 68. Outfield B2 is the next cab off the rank, going up by 7 to a 67. And on the other side of centre midfield, it is Timmy Woods, who's gone up by 7. He will finish up at a 67 as well. Moving up now to our left wingers. The first one is Johnny Tedesco. He finishes up on a 68 rating, going up by 8. The other winger on the right-hand side, TommaHawk79, will go up by 9, finishing up at a 69 rating. And last but not least, it is Josh Ferreira of Crossbar Capers, our centre forward, going up by 9 to finish up with a 69 rating. Having a look at the charts for the end of this season, and we're excited to say that Josh of Crossbar Capers has stuck his way into the top 10 after being up there all season. He finishes up in 17th place with 16 goals in 28 games. Moving now into the top 15 assist makers, and we've got 2 there. In the first cab off the rank, it is Josh Ferreira of Crossbar Capers in 7th again with 10 assists in 28 games. And second there will be Timmy Woods, or TPW2889, in 11th. For Lads FC, 8 assists in 28 games. Clean sheets, we were well on the board there as well, but didn't end up on top. In second place, it is Terrence of WirelessVLOGS, getting 17 clean sheets in 34 games. And we'll round out the end of today's episode with the league table. Now, going into the last game against Ajax, we were sitting in 4th place, but in losing that fixture, I didn't think we'd drop, but lads, we have dropped out of European football. I think that would have been a little bit too much to ask for KIKI Twitch, though, in the first season. We're very happy with the 5th place that we ended up in. We only lose out on 4th on goal difference in the end. The domestic competition for us, the Orange Becker, was won in the end by Feyenoord, taking down Ajax 4-3 on penalties. The Europa League this season went down to the wire between Benfica and Lazio. Benfica, the Portuguese side, though, comfortably winning that. And the final competition of the year, it is the UEFA Champions League. That was faced off between Atletico Madrid and Liverpool, when Liverpool come out and end up winning the Champions League 2-0. Alrighty guys, so that is going to wrap up today's episode. Not only do we wrap up today's episode, but we also wrap up the first season of KIKI in charge of Lads FC. So we will be back with another episode very, very shortly. I'm going to make some changes to the team though, but you guys will have to wait until the next episode to find out what those changes are. So I just want to cap this off and finish up by saying thank you very much for watching, guys. Be sure to give the video a like if you enjoyed it and leave your comments and feedback down below. Don't forget to smack that subscribe button if you have not already, and tick the little notification bell to be notified every time I upload a video. For all those that aren't aware, please jump on and join in all the fun and in all the banter on the official Corner Flag Games Discord channel. Links will be on screen and in the description below. And for all those that aren't aware, we are doing live streams now on both Twitch and YouTube. So make sure that you are following on the Twitch channel, and make sure that you are subscribed to the YouTube channel with the notification bell tick to be notified for when I go live on either of those platforms. Links for my Twitch will be on screen and in the description below. Also, guys, make sure you check out the other creators that are involved in this series, from the manager, KIKI, all the way down to the goalkeeper, Terrence of WirelessVLOGS. All their links to their respective Twitches and YouTube channels will be down below in the description. So please, guys, go and show them some love and go give them a follow or a subscribe. And I'll be back with the next episode and the new season of the Lads FC Custom Career Mode very, very soon.